All right, so this is a quick video on how you could set up a quick lesson and discussion for your Google Meet utilizing Google Classroom, and then having a formative assessment at the end of it where you can provide some feedback. So let's start with posting something on the stream for your class. So I'm here in my class. I'm going to go here. All right, so for today's Meet, be ready to discuss. All right, and my question is, what does Earth Day mean to you? All right, so I post that, okay, and then over here in my little playground, I've got my student view, okay, which should update sooner than later. All right. So for today's Meet, be ready to discuss what does Earth Day mean to you. All right, so students now have that information, okay? So then you would go to your Meet, and that would serve as the basis for your discussion, and you could share out ideas and everything in that. And then let's say you want to have that quick formative assessment afterwards, okay? So I found earlier this article on Earth Day. So return to that, and then we'll go up here and I will say, hey, this is a great thing, so let's add it to our class. And I'm not going to push it to kids. I want to ask a question with it. All right, so ask a question. Go. All right, so the question is going to be, reading this article, what can you say about Earth Day 2020 compared to earlier experiences? All right, so we will have talked about Earth Day during the Meet, okay? Here's the question that I'm gonna address to them. So read the article and reflect. All right, so now I'm gonna go in and make sure that I got this. Let's give it a due date of today, just for fun. Okay, and it's worth 10 points. And let's put it in a topic of, we'll put it in Unit X. All right, awesome. This can be, students can reply to each other, or you can uncheck that and have it be a private conversation. Okay, so I'm gonna ask that question. Oops. Okay. All right, so then now, over in the student view, I have a new question has been posted. So go in there, all right, and as the students, I would type some stuff for you to read, blah, blah. All right, so not the greatest response, but that's okay. All right, all right, I'm gonna turn in my response, and then now we can go back to Classroom over here. And I have my comment where I let the teacher know I turned it in and I thought the article was really neat. That's nice. So now I'm going to go grade the response here. Okay. So let's say you want to provide some feedback like, well, it's not very detailed. So what I like to do is I like to put my initials just so that I can keep track of, is that my comment that I threw out to the students for feedback, or was that theirs? Or that just helps me keep track of things. So Okay, so there's my personal feedback to the student, which now I can see there, and I can say, oh, I replied to that kid, and then it'll update if they replied back. Okay, so those are just some quick things that you can do to create a quick lesson, direct your Google Meets, and then be able to have a short formative assessments and provide some quick feedback to students.